Do that, like what? I've been tinted for 15 years, never had to pop a panel, and I work at a body shop. Okay. And your Facebook is just all motorcycle parts. You don't even tint windows. All right, I'm ready. Coffee! What's up, guys? It's Sean from Window Tint Warriors. And today, we have 3 cars to tint on this day in the life of a window tinter episode, season 5, episode 2. We're starting off with this Toyota Tundra TRD Pro Crew Max. I already tinted the other side while Ernesto was getting set up with the camera equipment. I didn't start prepping the side yet, so I'm gonna show you guys how to remove the panels. We'll slap some tint on here, and then the infamous roll down window in the back of the Tundra. I'm gonna show you how to take the gasket out of that and slap that window tint on there. So these door panels are a little bit difficult to take off. You don't have to take the whole panel off, you don't have to take the top off, but it's difficult because of the front plastic top piece. And I'll be able to better explain when I show you. Now, who's going to SEMA? Because when we go to SEMA, we're doing a $500 giveaway. We haven't figured out what the $500 is gonna be. It might be a Zelle payment, it might be a Cash App, it might be a Venmo, it might be an Amazon gift card, it might be $500 in value of something. We haven't figured that out yet. We'll figure that out by the end of or by the next video that we do. But just know, we're doing a $500 giveaway. We gotta pop this plastic off here, and there's 2 clips. There's one right here, and there's one right here, and the same clips that run around the door panels, but they're a little bit hard to get out, and they're gonna stay in the body of the car when I take it off. You can see one right here, one right here. So this bottom one we can actually leave on because we can go like this and pop it on top. Yeah, we can pop it right on top of there. You see how it's flush? But this top one, there's no way to do that. So what we're gonna have to do, pry this out. And the only way to do it is you gotta get a little aggressive. You gotta pick the clip up, go underneath the complete bottom of it. You can't go under this first ribbed area because it'll just break, and pop it out. It does get distorted a little bit, but you can reform it with the tool here and bring it right back to normal. No rattling is gonna happen. And we'll put that in the top here. So now when we put it back on, we can just slide it on top of that clip without having to remove it or break it, and then just pop the top in. Then we just have to take the screw out of the door handle area here. And then the top just pops back, and we can grab the gasket. Make sure you keep the back piece on, and we'll prep it up. We already wiped the outside, so the outside is clean. We're just gonna give this a quick pass with the razor and take the sticker off the bottom corner for the Sirius XM. All right. And like I was saying with Vegas, if anyone wants to meet up, pick a booth you want to meet up at. Preferred booths are Expel or Exo Shield. Suntech will be around there. Eastman, Lumar. The main booth that me and Ernesto and Jason are going to be at are Omnia, Hakkasan, What Republic, you know, the most important ones. Oh yeah, and Blackjack at the Cosmopolitan. All right, back door a little bit different to take off. We have some clips on the top here, top and bottom. Now to take these out without ruining them, you take a hook tool, you use your hand on the grip obviously, but you use your fingers here to control the amount of pressure that you're pushing in, because you don't want to push this all the way through, just so it clicks in like that, because if you push it any further, it's going to fall into the door and you're never going to get it. And then we grab it behind and pull it out. And then to put it back in, you're going to pull this pin out. You'll put this section in first and then the pin in. Same thing up here. Straight back. Same as the front, we'll take the screw out. Gasket. You want to leave the rubber pieces that are on the sides in the door, so it goes right on the metal track there. Same with the back one, make sure it's still in place. No need to take those out. And I've noticed on these back door windows of the Tundras how they pop out right here. We have to trim the window tint a little bit because the pattern's a little off and it overhangs, and we don't want to overhang. We already cleaned the front, just gotta clean this one. We'll install the doors, and then we'll get to the back window. Remember guys, we have the window tinting class in October, November, December, and January, one every month, and we have the dates up already. We usually don't put the dates up until about 30 days beforehand, but we wanted to give people proper scheduling time, so make sure you check out windowtintsupplies.com. We have all the dates on there and availability. As far as the October class, I believe we have 1 or 2 spots available. So if you're trying to get in soon for October, it's about 30 days. It's about 30 days, right? Yeah. We're in New York, Medford, New York. Check your flights, hotels. All the info is on windowtintsupplies.com on the Window Tint Warrior page. Hands-on automotive window tint training. Chicken wing, hot dog and bologna, chicken buttered sausage. Man, I wish I could enter for that $500 giveaway in Vegas. We're gonna go 2 days, probably like 1.5 days. It's a lot to take in, but the one day that we go and record, we're going to create a schedule of certain booths, I guess you could say, different brands that we're gonna go visit, specific questions that we're gonna ask that brand. If you guys have any booths that you want us to stop at and you're not able to go, as long as it's within the ceramic coating, window tinting, paint protection film, you know, we're not gonna go to like truck parts and tires and stuff like that. But if you have any preferred booths that you want us to stop at and ask some questions, put it down in the comments and we'll see that, and we will definitely consider it. In the next video, you'll figure out how to win or get a chance to win that $500. So we're gonna bottom load. Obviously, that's why we took the gasket out. Front corner down, slide it forward. Back corner in, pivot it down. Get jiggy with it. Remember, always squeegeeing sideways when you have the window rolled down. Front to back after you spread out. That didn't sound right. Spread them into the sides. I find it crazy. We do a lot of live streaming. Well, we used to do a lot of live streaming on TikTok. And even if we post something on TikTok, compared to YouTube, there's so many people on TikTok that just know it all. We posted a video of a Honda Civic, how easy it is to rip the top of the panel back and rip the gasket out. And it was pretty aggressive, but that's how we do it because it's something that we're just used to and it doesn't cause any damage. People just comment, they're like, that's the wrong way. No, no, no. I two-stage, I never have to bottom load, blah, blah, blah. It's like, damn, thanks for sharing your opinion, but go to a body shop and watch them replace a window. They don't even put all the clips back. They don't put all the screws back. They put different screws. Like, we do it right here. On YouTube, people are like, thanks for sharing, like, helped me a lot. And on TikTok, everyone's just like, but it gets the views, I guess. Hopefully helps someone. Maybe all the people that are getting help don't want to comment because they're scared of getting bashed in the comments. Anyway, windows up, squeegee straight down. Cover that door panel, you animal. You guys do realize that these door panels nowadays are vinyl. They are not leather. What is the siding on most houses? Vinyl. It can get wet. It's meant to get wet. If it's leather, that's when you have a real problem. Or if there's openings in the stitches where there's foam that absorbs the water, then you can have problems. It could take a beating. It cannot take a heating though. If you get it too hot, it burns and melts. But it can get wet. We gotta start selling some Window Tint Warrior swag. Some like pens, some pins, buttons, patches for your shirt, bookmarks, t-shirts, your underwear. Like right in the middle says Window Tint Warrior, tighty whities.
Yeah, in the back it says spray, squeaky, spray.
I would have to say that on the front and then the Window Tint Warrior on the back. Oh yeah, that's right. We have to make a trim on this pre-cut because I know that this pre-cut is too long. And I gotta change my blade because we cannot use this blade on the glass, it'll scratch it. So we're gonna swap out to the Olfa stainless steel AB50S. And we can do two things. We can trim this whole side or we can trim this round out because this round out is what overhangs. So I'm just gonna lift this up, reposition it so that I can trim it on the glass. I'm not gonna cut the glass, so don't make the comment of it. You mean tweeters make me wanna quit. Just kidding, I don't care. That's why I put my brand on my underwear. Now we're good. Then we'll roll it back up. We'll do our spray squeegee spray. We'll install with spray squeegee and then we'll dry. Like in that last video, spray, scrape, wipe, spray, squeegee, spray, spray, peel, spray, spray, squeegee, dry, spray, wipe. Wipe the top, overlapping strokes. Wipe the blade down the side, flush. Peel the liner, get some eggs and bacon at the diner, do a little makeup, then I'm finer. I wonder if Mike still watches my YouTube videos. I shouldn't have said his last name. Mike, I wonder if Mike still watches my YouTube videos. Now we got a nice lineup. Oh, you could tell he's not a real window tinter, he's just selling tools. Look at that gap. Remember that comment? we posted something on Window Tint Supply's Instagram, and someone was like, you can tell they're not even window tinters. They look at that gap, because the camera lens makes it look huge. Look at that gap. Fake window tinter. As you guys can tell, I'm fed up with the negativity. I want me to pull out my phone and look at the TikTok comments. The amount of times that I've typed a comment response like this big and said, it ain't worth it, uncountable. Meanwhile, they're talking about tinting for like 15 years and they have not one post on their page and their profile picture is a cow. Dude, they're like, what? I've been tinting for 15 years, never had to pop a panel, and I work at a body shop. Okay. And your Facebook is just all motorcycle parts. You don't even tint windows. Okay, got a finger here. We're gonna shrinky dinky. Remember, if you guys wanna learn how to do this, it might look easy. Check out windowtintsupplies.com for the next hands-on class. And just keep in mind, every class that we hold, price goes up a little bit. My time is worth a lot, and if I'm not tinting cars, doing PPF, and working on things here at the shop, and I'm teaching a class, not that it's inconvenient, it has to be worth the time for the business to host a class. And you do get a ton of information from it, and a ton of value, and a ton of experience. We got a little bit of time, so I'll pop these gaskets back in, and then we'll pull up some TikTok comments, and I'll show you guys what infuriates me every day when I'm sitting on the toilet in the morning scrolling on TikTok. You can see we're left with the rubber still on the front there. That doesn't come off. It does come off, but there's no need to. We're just gonna plop it in front, push it down, tap it on, and put in this garbage so we don't fall. We're gonna slide this groove back onto this clip so we don't have to break the clip removing it. So I gotta bend it just a little bit, slide it on, pop it into place, put the top one in, cover back on, straight on. Give the handle a few pulls. Sometimes if you don't have the cover on properly, when you pull the handle, it'll fall off. Same as the front.
Oh, you're so violent. Oh my God.
You gotta go straight as possible. There we go. Then we put the center pin in. Very simple. There we go. That one was a little tight. Cover back on. Oh, here's the guy with the cow. Never met a window I can't bottom load without shrinking. Okay, so tell that to the thousands of cars I have bottom loaded and never shrunk. He keeps going, man. Why shrink when bottom loading? After install of all times, do it right and fingers aren't an issue. What? I've been tinting for 14 years. You always gotta shrink a finger here and there. That's crazy. That's the cow guy with the glasses. Nothing on his page. No videos. He's just a troll. No, 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 no. All wrong, bro. Come on. Nice job, but cover those panels. They're fucking vinyl. Who cares? You wipe them off. Oh, man. F this. I quit. Anyway, back to work. Tint whiz. Tint whiz. Tint whiz, tint whiz, tint whiz, tint whiz. Neo. Down. If you guys don't have Tint Whiz, get Tint Whiz because you need Tint Whiz if you want to run a Tint Whiz business. Otherwise, you're just not Tint Whizzing. All right, to do this back window, let's put these door panels together first. These are in my way. And here's an example of the window that I installed with the overhanging material. You can see it's overhanging right here. I'm gonna shave that really quick, put my other blade back on. Oh my God, all the windows I've tinted, I never had to shave. We're gonna leave the key on because the back window rolls up and down. So we're gonna have to roll that up and down. So these gaskets come out. And the way these gaskets come out is we take the seat and then we're gonna roll the window all the way down, pop this plastic off, just like a door panel. And then we're gonna grab the gasket, but we will have to remove this plastic here, which just slides right off. We're gonna grab from one side, and just pop it out, put it on the bed here. That's it. And I'm gonna keep this down to make it easier to access. It's not that much easier. Bye-bye. And we'll prep our window. Now to prep a window with defroster lines, we gotta use a scrub pad. So we'll get her nice and wet and scrub her down. Make believe she's really dirty. Pull it up. Oh, it's a workout. And we're gonna install this just like a door window. We're gonna bottom load it. So that means I gotta roll the window down a little bit. We'll do a little spray squidge spray. Make it nice and clean. You know what I mean? Overlapping strokes. Flush the bottom out. Get all those electronics nice and wet, you know? And then we're gonna take the door and use that as our peel board. So we're gonna wipe down the whole door, just like so. Whee! And we're gonna wanna grab it from the top, so we'll lay it with the top facing the back side, because that's gonna be the easiest side to grab it from. Just mount it in place, peel the liner off, spray at the same time, and peel the liner down. You don't wanna pull it away because you'll pull it off the door. It'll lay the seat just like so. I don't want it to hit the window because there's fabric sticking out. I'm gonna grab this just like a back window, because that's what it is. And then I'm gonna pull the seat back. Bottom edge, we're gonna get like so. So I use my hands to drape the film over. And I'm gonna bottom load on one side. So I'm gonna pick the right side first, scoot it over. And then we'll get the left side down. We have to scrunch it up a little bit on the right side to get the left side down. And then we'll just shimmy it back and forth until we get it exactly into place where we want it. And we'll do our first squeegee passes with our yellow turbo, because it's not as aggressive as the orange crush. You can see there is a decent gap on the top, but that's how the pattern's made, so that it doesn't rub on the gasket on the inside here. You don't want it to be too close to the top of these, because you could have issues of it curling and peeling back after install when the customer is using the window. If they use it a lot, you'll have curling issues. That's why it is like that. Seal that top edge up so that when we roll it up, we don't cause it to curl. And then we'll roll it up. And that's down. It's down is up and up is down with that switch. Squeegee straight down, just like a door window. Even though we have the defroster lines, we want to get the majority of the pattern stretched down. And then we'll go along the defroster lines to do a final squeegee. Orange crush it out. And no fingers on this one. So Mr. Cow, you're right. We can have windows that we don't have to shrink, but we're still gonna heat it because we want to ensure that it's properly dry and it doesn't pop any fingers up when the customer leaves. So we're just gonna go across the bottom with the gray lid coat card and the heat gun and just seal it up around the perimeter. And of course, we'll clean up our mess. Then to get the gasket back in, we're actually gonna have to roll the window back down, which is fine. See a couple bubbles. Slide it in, pull the gasket away, pull the plastic away. There we go. Straight down. Now we have to get the seatbelt plastic on first before we push the rest of the plastic on. It just slides on like so. And then this plastic just pushes in. Just like a Civic door panel. Mucho fácil. Perfection. While we're doing the final wipe down, I like to go in Tint Wiz and just click on the customer's appointment, and then there's a button here that says vehicle ready. We click that and it sends them a text message letting them know that their car is ready. So that way while we're finishing it up, they already get the text message that it's being done or it's done already, and they can head on over. Obviously, if the customer's here already, we wouldn't do that. Just another reason to get Tint Wiz. Looks good to me. The memory sticker. Do not roll down. Look at that buttered sausage. Sorry, we're generating buttered sausage. All right, now we're gonna start this 2023 Hyundai Sonata. Yep. We're doing all sides and rear, and we're doing the full windshield and 70% XR Plus. And we're doing 20 on all sides and rear, right? We did the driver's side already. We're just working around today's schedule. To get this panel off, you gotta pop this thing, grab the top aggressively and violently rip it off, and then get yelled at by everyone watching. Then you pull the gasket out and roll it up. I like to do this with the windows down because it puts less pressure on the gasket, making it easier. These Hyundai Sonatas also have very tight gaskets on the back sides and the front side. So I'm gonna try a new trick, and I'm gonna rub some baby shampoo on the gasket to lubricate it so that when I slide the film in, it's not as hard to get it into there. You guys only got to see 2 cars in this day in the life, because the next one we had some complications where Ernesto had to take care of a few things while I was doing that vehicle, and it wasn't that fun to watch anyway. It was a Ford Transit and it was beat up. Thanks for the rose. Spray, squeegee, spray. Spray, squeegee, spray. Thanks for the tint. Look at that buttered sausage. This is AI generated. Slap this quarter window on. We got it right here, ready to go. Bang bang, chicken pow, buttered sausage. plastics are usually really tight against the gasket. You can see it hitting the window right there. So I'm gonna get in and try to pry that a little bit. I'm gonna push it against it, squeegee it down, and then I'm gonna pop the film behind the gasket, or the, technically it's the C-pillar plastic. So we'll get the top mounted. If you're ever in this situation, this is the best way to go about it. And then we'll pop it down there without creasing it. There's a little bit of a gap there, no good. We might be able to reuse this, as long as we get no contamination. Replace this on. I'm holding this plastic, and then I'm gonna squeegee it so that we don't get any movement. This is just a factory defect on the car that sometimes you have to fight against. Looks like we got it in there nice. I basically held the plastic down with my finger, positioned it with this hand, and then I squeegeed it in place. The glass was nice and hot from the heat gun, so the tint stuck very fast, and we have no contamination. These cars are notoriously known for their very, very tight gaskets along the back side here on the front door, and the front side on the back door. Back door is a little bit more forgiving though. Shampoo para bebés. That's what it says. Shampoo para bebés. I'm just gonna go crazy here. I feel like this is gonna save me. I've never done this before, but I just thought about it, and I felt like to get my fingers all gooey. So we're gonna give it a shot. See what happens. Spray, squeegee, spray. See what we got. I'm getting this wetter than usual because I don't want it to get stuck. And you'll see as I install this what I'm talking about on this back gasket. It's very hard to get it between the gasket and the glass. So I'll still drop the front down first, just like I would with any other window. Move it forward, bring the back down, position it. You can see it's already bunching up on the back edge. Much better with the soap in there. We even went back too far, that never happens. If the gaskets are really tight, give it a little rubby-dubby with some baby shampoo, and you'll be good to go. You'll have a bit of tension on the bottom when you go down the back. You don't want to hit that because you could crease it. Save that for when you roll the window up. Top edge. Check these top corners, make sure we're all sealed up. Since we put that baby shampoo in there, it's going to be extra slippery, so we want to make sure this is heated up nicely. And then we'll take this back edge, make sure it's nice and loose and not stuck like it seems to be. And then we'll finesse it into the back edge with our easy reach. Hopefully without creasing it right here. This is what I'm talking about with this tight edge. Very carefully, like so. Ah, yeah, beautiful, mate, beautiful. Watch too many movies. Straight down. Look how clean that is. We do the customers a favor and we actually just clean their interior. Look at that. That's why we don't cover them, because we give them a complimentary panel cleaning service. I'm very pleased with that baby shampoo trick. Never done that before. I usually just fight with these panels, and the panel usually wins. Fat scratch in the tint. Oh, never mind, I lied. It was a streak of glue. Chicken wing, chicken. Front corner in first, top corner in next. Push it forward. Back. Spread. See how stuck it gets? Jeez. Very nice. Shrink us some fingers.
I've never had to shrink fingers when I bottom loaded the file.
I don't get it, man. Who says stuff like that? I should call out people in the comments and invite them to the shop so that we can record them tinting a car. You never know, you might find someone that's really good at it. I'm just using extra heat because I put a lot of soap in the bottle because I know the gaskets are tight. So using the extra heat gets it to tack quicker than it just sitting and potentially having a finger pop up.
Have some respect. Door panels have feelings too.
Grab it with the thumb. Da-dum-dum-dum. So I have it where I want it, so I'm using the heat gun to dry the film a little bit. That way when I squeegee it doesn't move around on me. Beautiful, mate. Don't forget to sign up for the next class. It's selling out fast. Hands-on training meant for New York. Automotive window tinting. Hands-on with the one and only Ernesto. I won't be here, but Ernesto will be teaching. I'm kidding, obviously. That'll be funny, just like playing videos on the screen the whole time. All right, guys, see what he did? Do that. Ow, my elbow. Shrink it up. Watch comes off so I don't scratch the window. If you have an Apple Watch Ultra, it will scratch the glass. Spray. Scrub. And then we'll do our spray squeegee spray. Up she goes. Put the bottom edge on first. Work our way down. Make sure there's no light gaps. Using a cropped orange crush and then side swipe. The bottom is so exposed on this back window, I don't think we'll have to use the bulldozer. Push out the top edge with a squeegee with the towel wrapped around it, just to remove any water residue. Got a couple fingers over here. I've never installed a back window and had to shrink fingers. This happens because I have a lot of soap in the bottle and things pop up that typically wouldn't. And the reason I have a lot of soap in my bottle is because of the tight doors. But we can work around this with just a little bit of heat. Push it out and it'll stay down. Very easy. I like to heat up the whole perimeter of the back window. Make sure nothing's lifting up. Very nice. 70% going down. Mount it in the center, run down the middle. So we're gonna shrink this, spray water between the film and the liner, and then roll it up because we're gonna reverse roll the install. Not too tight. We're gonna do the prep on the inside, and while we're already done with the prep, we'll be inside already. We'll grab the film and then install it. Nice and consistent squeegee around the whole perimeter. Any spot you miss could be a little dab of contamination and could ruin the entire job. I'm gonna grab our material, roll it all the way up, hold onto the release liner, and then pull just the film off. You can see the release liner's coming off, staying attached to the film or the roll, and then rolling onto the back of the material as you unroll it, exposing the glue side. It might be a little complicated to understand, but if you watch it enough, you'll kind of get it. You gotta do it. I'm gonna line up the driver's side, peel the liner off. Now the key here is just get it into position without any light gaps. Triple check it before you start squeegeeing. And even as you're squeegeeing, you want to check because the film can tend to move depending on how much soap you have in your soapy water solution. I'll always mount the center down first. Check it, check the alignment as I go. And then I'll use my orange crush to firmly mount it in place. Down the center, working my way up. Straight up. Swiper, no swiping. Then we'll get this tint rope out of here so that we can lay that side down without pinching it. Because if we go down there right now, we could probably get it to lay down with this corner, but the rope is so tight against the windshield that if we push down here, it might get caught up, it might not. Oh, look at that. We got it. In situations like this where the dashboard is very tight, you got to be careful with the ropes because they could tend to curl the film off of the windshield if you move too fast. If you go nice and slow, you should be okay, and then a corner might pop out like that, and you just take your bulldozer and carefully push it down, back and down into place. That was a little tricky. This dashboard has a foam attachment on it, so that causes the rope to grab the tint. You wipe down the dashboard. I'll start the car, put on the defrost on the front with the heat. And I believe that is gonna be it for this day in the life. We did 2 cars, but we went pretty in depth on the procedure of each vehicle. We did one side on each, and we did the windshield and the back window on this one, so you guys hopefully learned a lot. I hope I see you guys at Vegas. Make sure you pay attention to the next video where we give you the details on what we're gonna be doing in Vegas so that you could win $500 maybe. I don't know. But I'll see you guys in the next video. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, and always pick up your trash. I'll see you in the next one.
Meow.
Always pick up your trash. Dora. Dora. Dora the Explorer.